Apartheid in South Africa only ended in 1994, and Nelson Mandela was the first black president elected. And some of us are young and we might be wondering, what is apartheid? So, first, before we proceed, let's quickly check the meaning or the definition of apartheid. According to Google, the term apartheid is an African word derived from the French term mettre apart, literally translated to separating, setting apart. Apartheid is a policy that is founded on the idea of separating people based on racial or ethnic criteria. According to the dictionary, apartheid is a policy or system of segregation or discrimination on grounds of race. Here are 5 things black South Africans were not allowed to do during apartheid in South Africa. 1. Black South Africans were not allowed to visit the cinemas or the theaters because they were reserved for whites only. It sounds crazy and sometimes it might sound funny to you as well, but it's true that black South Africans were not allowed to go to the cinemas or the theaters, even in their own country. So it sounds strange, but of course, it's just a fact. Black South Africans were not allowed to attend universities or schools that were not designated as blacks, which means you as a black South Africans, are not allowed to attend a white school during apartheid. You can only attend a school designated as black. Yeah, so this is funny as well that you can't actually choose a school you want to attend because you are a black South African, and to be sincere, it's painful. Black South Africans were not allowed to make use of hospitals that were not designated as blacks. Now, this is dangerous and this is, way out of line because if, for instance, let's say you get shot and you don't have any hospital around designated for black people, probably it means you're gonna die because obviously they can't take you to a white hospital. And I just kind of feel for South Africans that they all just came out of apartheid in 1994. I mean, I was born in 92. It's crazy. It's not so long ago. Black South Africans were not allowed to use public toilets reserved for whites. I mean, this sounds strange as well, but it's just the fact that people were not allowed to use public toilets. I mean, it's called public toilets, but they were not allowed to use those toilets just because they were blacks. And I really don't understand how this happened, in South Africa. Black South Africans were not allowed to sit on beaches reserved for whites. Oh my God. I'm laughing not because it's funny. I'm laughing because a white person, or white people, decided to make these rules, on an African soil. South Africa. We are not talking of South Carolina. No. South Africa. And they made these rules. Just imagine you walking to a beach as a black South African and then someone stopped you and say, hey, you can't come to the beach because it's reserved for whites only. To me, it sounds somehow, I will never be cool with that. Black South Africans were not allowed to be in town at all if they didn't have a pass, which means as a black South African during apartheid, you need a pass to be in town. That sounds strange as well, that you need a pass to be in town in your own country. It's not like you travel to England or Scotland where you didn't pass as a foreigner. But you, as a black South African, needing a pass just to be in town within South Africa. I mean, you know, apartheid was something else. It was a crazy experience for South Africans, and sometimes I just can't help but feel sorry for what they went through. When Trevor Noah said he was born a crime, that was true. It wasn't a joke. Because during apartheid, a black person, a black South African, was not allowed to date a white person. And guess what? Trevor's mom was black South African, and Trevor's dad was, I think, a Swiss, a white person. So during apartheid, that was a crime. So Trevor Noah was actually born a crime. Well, apartheid came and apartheid left, but the impact apartheid made, in or within the South African community, the impact will be felt for a long time, considering the fact that people who participated in apartheid are still very much alive. Some of them are still alive right there in South Africa, not in jail, no question asked. Some of them are living, fine, like nothing happened, no apologies, nothing. I don't know how to feel about that, but people who genuinely participated in apartheid, or people who treated the black South Africans as if they were second-class citizens in their own country, as if they were slaves, should be, prosecuted. They should be in jail. There's no way, no reason whatsoever why you should, be part of something as big as apartheid and be walking free. Imagine you still having a mindset thinking you are a superior race 30 years ago. I mean, you deserve to be in jail, at least to bring peace of mind to people to families you've destroyed. So thank you all for watching this video, and if you enjoyed this video, do me a favor by smashing the like and subscribe button. I remain Ayotade. See you on the next one. Peace.